Hey everybody, Greg Davis, SuperPhillyRockstar.com, aka Mr. 50K a day. I want to tell you about this training that I just came from, this workshop that I was at. This is the best training that I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot. Okay, but it was with my friend Steve Fantasia, the Facebook wizard. This guy, I mean, it's almost like he works for Facebook. Not he works for. It's almost like he's Mark Zuckerberg's, brother or something. I mean, like he knows the platform inside and out, unlike anybody that I've ever seen. So it was a 2 day workshop, and it got into some advanced stuff, but he started from the ground up. Because actually, there were some other people that were in the workshop and they were brand new, but they were able to, by the end of the workshop, actually have a working campaign. Because that's one thing that I liked about this workshop, that it was a workshop. You did work when everybody left with a fully working campaign. Okay, that was given by Steve. So, but he starts from the beginning and just tells you about how your stuff should be set up. I mean, like, I've been advertising on Facebook since the beginning of Facebook. Okay, and I've been on the platform for years. Made millions of dollars on the platform. Taught people all kinds of stuff. But man, I didn't know anything. I mean, sitting there hearing, listening to him, I really didn't know anything. So it was really good. I mean, the some of the main things that stuck out to me is just like how you should structure your account. How you should actually have everything set up, have everything laid out. Because the way that I used to do it, and the way that most people do it, you're actually setting yourself up to fail. Okay, so he shows you the correct way. That Facebook wants to see things set up, and the correct way for you to set things up so that you can run high volume, multiple accounts, but yet, if one gets shut down, then it doesn't kill everything else. So Steve is 100% white hat. Everything he teaches is white hat. He's not cloaking, he's not doing anything like that. But as he kind of showed us, Facebook is just not that keen on ads. Period. If they could do away with ads or not have advertisers, they really would. That's not something that they really like. So eventually, even no matter how white hat your offer is or whatever, if you're running high volume with it, eventually, your ad account uh, will get shut down. Hopefully it takes a long time to get to that point, but it definitely happens when you're promoting affiliate products, and because Facebook definitely doesn't like affiliates. All right, so that was so the whole how to set up your account properly, how to set up your account, not even just your account, but how your whole structure of everything, how to set it up for high volume, something that I really didn't know the correct way to do it. Um, one thing that really stuck with me, the main thing that I'm taking away from it is that knowing how to get low CPMS. Okay, because like I'm sure everybody has started a campaign. The CPMs are low, and then all of a sudden they shoot up. I mean, sometimes shoot up drastically. Or you might have say 4 ads, 5 ads, and the CPM shoots up on 2 or 3 of them or 4 of them. So, and I really wasn't aware of all the reasons, but he was able to break down and tell you exactly why this was happening and show you exactly how to prevent it. Okay, so that was key, because I thought that I was already having low CPMS, low traffic costs, but he showed some of his campaigns where he had everything done correctly, and his CPMS were super low. Okay, low CPMS means low CPAs, means higher profits. Okay, because that's the name of the game, is profit, more profit. Okay, so that was worth the price of admission right there. Just how he broke down how to figure out where the problem is, how to fix the problem so that your CPMS will stay low. All right. He also had a list. I mean, everybody has a list of words that Facebook doesn't like, that you should avoid in your ads and your landing page. But his list, like, he had words that I had no idea, the words that I had been using. That had probably obviously been negatively affecting my ads. But there's a lot of words that I didn't even realize were a problem, that are a problem to Facebook. So that was good as well. So the lowering the CPM thing is huge. That's probably like the biggest takeaway that I've seen. But he talked a lot about how to not get your accounts banned. Like just how to avoid that. How to, even if you're doing niches that are what he calls near prohibited. Stuff like diet. Certain financial offers that Facebook really doesn't like, but they do allow. He shows you how to navigate through all of that. And keep it compliant. All right. And still not cloak, still not doing anything black hat. So, another thing too that he talked about a lot was images. He's a big believer. He uses images, more so than videos. Same as me. I'm really big into images. And I take a lot of pride in my image game. But he's big in images as well. He taught me some things as far as how to get effective images, and where to find the images, and just how to come up with them. And that was really good too, because like my images are good. I get like really high click-through rates too, but my images tend to like kind of push the envelope. Tend to be a little bit more on the kind of like shock value type of thing, which Facebook really doesn't like. So but they like his images a lot better. So he really spends a lot of time talking about how to do the images so that you can get 10% plus CTR. And he showed again his own campaigns, and most of them were, everything was over 5%. Most all the ads were over 10%, and he had some that were over 15, and even 20% or more. All right, so his image game is vicious. All right, and so he went over that, but really he has a deep knowledge of Facebook policies, of what they, even stuff that they don't actually publish in policies, and stuff that they want. And it's just it's priceless. It's priceless information, because if you follow his structure and what he says, then your CPMs are going to be ultra low. Your traffic costs are going to be ultra low. Your stuff is going to convert better, and you're not going to get banned, or at least not going to get banned nearly as quickly as you would. So yeah, and it was a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of tips and tricks that he threw in there as well. As far as but it covered everything. How to bid properly. About how the ad auction works and how to use it to your advantage. He just talked about scaling a lot. How to scale, like once you get your profitable campaign, how to scale it up. To 5, even 6 figures per day. All right. And this is coming from somebody that's spent quite a bit on Facebook. I think like close to $100 million, if not over $100 million. He's done 100,000 plus per day spends on Facebook. So the stuff that he says and teaches is backed up by years and years, and literally millions of dollars spent on Facebook. So and I could go on and on. Those are some of the highlights that really stuck out to me. And so I highly recommend that you take him up on his training, go to one of his workshops. They're located in Manchester, New Hampshire, which is like an hour or so. It's about an hour from Boston. And he has a couple of them coming up. You can check this page and see what the dates are. But if you're serious about advertising on Facebook, serious. If you're just trying, Facebook, push a little, whatever, make, 5, 10, 20,000 a month, something like that, then, this might not necessarily be for you. It will still help you, but it might not necessarily be worth it for you. But if you're serious, if you want to spend 5, 6 figures per day, so that you can make 5 and 6 figures per day on Facebook, the really high volume campaigns and high profit. He showed us campaigns that, he got profitable. He got to 200% ROI in 3 days. Brand new campaigns, brand new market that he didn't even know anything about. But that's how good his process is. Like the offer doesn't matter. The niche doesn't matter. The market doesn't matter. He applies his same principles, and he's successful, in all different kinds of markets. And not only successful, but gets successful fast, which is key. Because I had to be honest, like it would take me a lot longer than 3 days to get to a 200% ROI. It's going to be a lot of testing involved, and it's going to cost a lot. he's able to test this stuff and get it profitable with really not, burning through a whole lot of money. So good stuff. So like I said, I highly recommend it. If you're serious about making Facebook work and serious about getting some serious volume out of Facebook, then you definitely have to check this out. Okay, it's not cheap, $25,000. Actually, when we started off marketing this whole thing, it was $60,000. Okay, but we realized, actually, we made some changes in the program so that we could, actually teach more people, and so we lowered it to $25,000. But let me tell you, it's worth every penny. I mean, if I based on the amount of money that I know that it's going to help me make, I mean, I would pay $1 million for it because I'm going to make way more than $1 million, from the stuff that I learned here. So I can't emphasize it enough. The other thing too, I know I mentioned it, but keep in mind that you're going to leave, with a campaign. So because the best way, in my opinion, the best way for you to actually learn something is to actually do it. Okay, so he has you doing it. I mean, he teaches stuff and everything, but he has you, actually doing the stuff that he's teaching, so that you can actually, learn it faster and have a profitable campaign as well, to boot. So, so I highly recommend it. Check out the dates, if you have, and actually, but it's going to be it's application only because it's going to be very small groups. He doesn't want any more than 4 people, maybe 5 max. Okay, but 4 people in the workshop, so it's very, small. You get a lot of individual attention. He can go around, and he had another guy there too, one that works for him. So, they were able to go around and help people, as you were building building your campaign out. So, yeah, worth every penny. Probably probably by Monday, maybe by Tuesday, I would have paid off the price of the workshop. That's how much that I learned that will have an immediate impact, on my Facebook advertising. So check it out. So go down below, apply, a little short application. Then we'll get in touch with you and see if it's a fit. But man, tell you, it was the best thing I ever done as far as training, as far as a workshop. And I've been to a lot, and I've sat through a lot of Facebook trainings, but this is on another level. And this is just advanced stuff that, like, I've never, ever, ever heard any of the so-called experts, anybody talk about some of the stuff that he talked about. It was so eye-opening for me, and people consider me a Facebook expert. So anyway, that's it. Apply, take advantage of this while it's being offered, because I know he's not going to do it forever, and you don't want to miss this. If you do Facebook without this, you are costing yourself money, and you're just shooting yourself in the foot. So, and that's just on the CPM lowering stuff by itself. All right, so I got to go answer this call. Some money calling. Talk to you later. Greg Davis signing out. Peace.